Heave! Up she goes!
Hold it steady, boys.
That's it, lift!
4 soldiers, one at each corner, hoisted up a tank without breaking a sweat. A rookie named Joe, on his first day, stood there with his jaw on the floor. Then someone tipped him off. "Relax, bro, it's made of rubber." Today's quirky object, the inflatable tank, a masterpiece from a bunch of lunatics during World War II. I dug through 3 books and pulled some solid stories from the archives. Let's talk about this con job that saved tens of thousands of lives. Fake tanks weren't new. The earliest ones were wooden. During World War II, the British first tried inflatable versions in North Africa with decent results. The Americans saw an opportunity, but the American version, that was next level. Bottom line, they once cut estimated casualties from 10,000 troops down to 32 in a single operation. The guy behind it, Ralph Ingersoll, was the editor of The New Yorker before the war and became a U.S. Army major during it. He didn't want regular soldiers, he wanted con artists. He assembled the 23rd Special Troops, the Ghost Army, 1,100 artists, designers, ad men, and sound engineers. This crew treated the battlefield like Broadway, while other units cleaned rifles. They read Vogue. Their mission was simple: fool the enemy with inflatable weapons, tanks, artillery, jeeps, planes. If it could hold air, they built it. The inflatable tanks were rubber-coated canvas stretched over inflatable frames, weighing just 93 pounds each. A shell would punch right through a real tank, but on these, it just left a dent. But through German binoculars, it still looked like a steel juggernaut. These artists had a pathological obsession with detail. Bill Blass, the future fashion mogul, sketched women's clothing designs on the front lines while dead seriously writing reports arguing that chicken feather camo nets worked better than burlap because feathers looked more like grass in aerial photos. They realized the balloons looked too light, too floaty, so they drove bulldozers around them like they were sketching, carving deep tread marks into the ground, even scattering spent shell casings nearby. To complement these rubber props, they came up with the onion method, sewing unit patches in layers, peeling one off to instantly transform from infantry to armored division. These actors wore their costumes to bars, pretended to get drunk, and leaked intel, because if you're putting on a show, you go all the way. Even crazier was the fake firing. To make rubber artillery look real, these madmen came up with flash canisters, shell casings filled with black powder. When the real guns fired, the fake ones detonated their flashes in sync. German observers saw the flashes and wasted expensive real shells on a pile of rubber. Of course, they had to give the inflatable tanks a soundtrack. 500-pound boombox speakers mounted on half tracks, with technicians mixing multiple audio tracks like DJs, engine noise, track sounds, even sergeants yelling, "Put out that cigarette!" From over 2 miles away, it sounded like a tank division assembling. After the war, the Ghost Army was disbanded and members were sworn to secrecy. It wasn't until the 90s declassification that the world learned the truth. A bunch of artists armed with nothing but balloons saved tens of thousands of lives.